So I'm not a 90s kid or anything, but I grew up watching
Batman the Animated Series.
And I truly believe it is one of, if not the best superhero cartoon ever. Here's why. Batman the Animated Series originally aired in 1992 on the Fox Kids network and was inspired mostly by Tim Burton's Batman movie. I feel like a lot of what makes the show so good is the unique style employed by the artists that created it. The city of Gotham looks like it's straight out of the 40s, with Art Nouveau style buildings and vintage cars and outfits, which really connects the show to Batman's roots in the 40s and makes it feel like a real Batman show. Also, Batman's outfit is quite sleek and simple in design, usually taking the form of a creepy silhouette. The character design and art style on this show is it's just so good. I really like how simple the designs are, unlike the massive guns, bionic arms, and huge pouches that were popular at the time. That shows how the creators really cared about making a good show, because if they only cared about the money, Batman would have looked like this. This show really nails all the Batman characters as well. Batman and Bruce Wayne have very distinctive differences and similarities, and unlike modern media might portray Batman, he's not the brooding, edgy goth kid you think he is. He has real struggles, emotions, and trauma, which the show isn't afraid to explore. He's also really smart and feels like a real detective, which is something that's often forgotten with Batman's character. But Bruce isn't the only one who's great. This show has my favorite Joker interpretation ever. Mark Hamill's voice acting is perfect, and the over-the-top campy persona really works to contrast Batman. Robin is also given a great characterization, and of course, a tragic backstory, like everyone else in this show has. They really want to make me cry. Riddler is also a great villain in the show, and I think it's a real shame he's only in a few episodes. Clayface and Mr. Freeze are given really tragic backstories, both of their episodes being quite dark and emotional, and some of my favorites in the show, because the creators really make you feel for all the villains. And of course, this show introduced a brand new character. You might not have heard of her, she kind of flew under the radar, but her name is Harley Quinn. She's just so delightful to have around, and I think the show set her up perfectly for other interpretations. The showrunners definitely weren't afraid of going darker with the stories in this series either, especially ones involving Bruce's past. Everything is much more mature, and the show seldom feels like it's for kids. I remember on one episode, a villain's motivation is an insurance scam. I mean, who writes that for kids? Finally, I have to talk about my favorite part of the show, the music. I mean, that main Batman theme from the 1989 movie is so iconic. Not just this series reused it, but also video games and other TV specials and movies. Of course, it's taken from the movie, but that doesn't mean it's still not great, and the show further explored it. Joker has a more playful theme, basically just being carnival music, though at times quite sinister and creepy. And the main theme is slightly remastered for the show to give the music a darker, noir tone, which I really enjoy. The whole score is very orchestral and epic, feeling almost like a genuine opera in some scenes. This score is amazing. I rewatched a lot of this show over the past couple weeks, and it's basically my whole existence now. This show is just so good. Anyways, what's your favorite superhero cartoon? Don't have one? What's another show you enjoy? Comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll check out some of the episodes. I think I'm gonna start giving number scores to things I talked about here, so Batman the Animated Series gets a 10 out of 10. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Also, thank y'all so much for the support on the last video. I promise there's more content like that coming soon. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to go check out my friend Maverick's channel. He makes really enjoyable content. Have a good day.